Okay, we're now live. Hey, Appliance Boot Camp family and friends. Mike Sneed coming to you all again. We're gonna give YouTube, like always, a few minutes to let everybody know that we're here live. But then, like I always say, I don't even know how good that do because I don't know if they send out the notifications, but we will give them that. And also, if you would like to call in, the call in number is in the chat. This is our live show. Today, we're going to be talking about the school system getting exposed. It's getting really exposed this year. I don't think education will ever be the same after this year. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. We had a great appliance boot camp this past weekend. Very good appliance boot camp. We got a lot done. Actually, the first time I ever finished everything on time and on schedule. And it's because of the way the school system have gone, where you all now are going, y'all, because y'all can do the virtual online learning. People are showing up now to the appliance boot camp, where they can actually teach course sections of the classes themselves because then I looked at all the online schedule, all the online videos and stuff. A lot of people didn't wait. They done the online. They went ahead and started their appliance repair business, and they hit here. A lot of them had a lot of knowledge of the appliances because they was already running. They weren't waiting for permission anymore. So it made the class go real smooth. People showing up not green. It was a smooth class. We was actually able to actually do a seal system repair. We changed the evaporator in a refrigerator, and after we done it so fast. We done it probably less than an hour. We took we done everything from recovered the refrigerant to actually braising it in. I show them how to braise inside of the refrigerator using heat blanket. They got to see everything, and we done it in less than an hour. It went pretty fast, so that was good. They actually got to see how the gauges work. So it was a very good class, very good class. We actually worked on the ice machine. We figured out what was wrong with that. We changed the inner tub in our actual stack unit. So it was a very good weekend. Very good weekend. Like I say, that comes from the kids, not the kids. Good Lord, I say the kids comes from the actual students now showing up where they've had several months to go over it. They not. I think in the past we had classes so regular that people would say, "Well, I'm not going to even look at it till I go to class. I want to go to class first." And I think now because the class was pushed out so long because of the COVID, people say they weren't going to wait anymore. That they actually took the initiative and went. And like I said, this class it was very good. Um, Several people had got the money back already, was in the green and running, doing a lot of service calls. So I was glad to see that. Once again, I'm gonna put this in the chat. Just want to make everybody. We got another boot camp coming up this weekend. Um, that boot camp, like I say, we're gonna try to do the same thing. It went very well. I think because of the size of the class too, that helps out a lot too. So everybody got to do a whole lot, and it was very good, very good. Also, I want to remind people on September the 5th, we're going to be having our actual open house. That's still going on. That's going to be from 1 to 9 on that Saturday. So you don't have to register or anything. Just come on down if you're coming. We'd love to have you here. And now we're going to actually talk about the school system. The title of this broadcast is going to be "The School System is Getting Exposed." I say I got exposed last week. This week, the school system have gotten exposed. The kids have realized they don't need to be in school all day. That they only need to be there a couple of hours, and they could have done all their work. And I'm talking to these high school kids and stuff, because now I'm actually hiring some more of them to actually come into the ice cream parlor, and I'm talking to them about their school time, and they're telling me I can work anytime. I said, "Well, you got school, yeah, but it don't take me about an hour to do everything." Now I'm asking them. I said, "What?" Even my daughter, I asked her. I said, "Do you like this better than regular school?" Yeah. I said, "Why you like it?" because I don't have to be in school all day. I can do my work in an hour or so and be done. See, the kids have realized that now, that you don't have to be there all day. That the actual school system really all it was just really daycare for the parents, so the parents could go to work, and the kids realizing the work that they want me to do, I can do that in a couple of hours, and I got my whole day to myself, and I can do other things. I don't have to be stuck there all day, getting programmed and stuff. They get what they need and they're gone. And I think now the education system, it's gonna be hard to get people to go back. It's gonna be hard to get these kids to go back and say, I'm gonna sit in that classroom all day and can't move, can't do anything else. It's gonna be hard to do that. And it's gonna be hard to program people again too. Because now people are realizing, hey, this is a joke. And and a lot of it too is uh, that the kids realizing all this stuff with the colleges and stuff. They're saying that that's a joke. That I don't really have to go to college now. A lot of the kids now are coming to me asking, can they take the course? They saying they don't think they have to go to college. They're looking at the college as it is now. Uh, Only reason the colleges are doing anything now is because just for the socializing. They want the kids want to go there and get away from their parents and all that stuff, and they want to still get a sense that they leaving, but that's about it. They don't care. They don't. That's about it. Because you in school, but then you're gonna be doing online virtual classes and stuff. All it is just a place to get the for the mainly, I guess, for the parents, because the parents want the kids to leave the house and stuff and have some sense of it's the next step of their figure becoming adulthood. So the parents want their kids to be going there so they can drop them off and stuff. But I don't think the kids care about it anymore. And especially now for as us as African Americans, it's now is cost is going is now making us have to actually look to using more of our brains versus our bronze. Mainly, we're looking just to get to school. We're looking to get a scholarship in athletics to get to school. A lot of the times, it wasn't so much to actually get there and become the best engineer. It wasn't to get there to become a medical doctor or anything. It was like, I got to play sports so I can get a scholarship. And then once I get the scholarship, I'll play sports there. I guess with the dream of going to the pros, but very few people are going to go to the pros. And that was the end of it. You had no fallback. All your fallback was, I was going to the league. And I got to get that. And my way to get to the league, I got to first get a scholarship and get to college. And that's what we were pushing out for. And now the college is going to have to start back producing, because their biggest draw was the athletics. That's people were choosing their colleges based upon who had the best football team or basketball team. So now the college is going to have to start back producing. And like I say, as African Americans, when the last time we produced a doctor, a doctor, excuse me, when the last time we produced a Dr. George Washington Carver? When the last time we produced a Booker T. Washington? When the last time we produced any inventors? When has inventions came from out of us um, uh, lately? We haven't got that. We all our talents have been pushed into entertainment, trying to entertain everybody, rapping, singing, sports. That's because we never saw the fruits of labor that comes from actually owning businesses and stuff. All the thing we saw the fruits of labor from was actually from the entertainment thing. So our best and brightest, we geared them towards the athletics and towards entertainment and stuff. And I never forget an interview, Doctor, not Doctor, but Coach Ben Jope. They used to coach Southern University. I remember when they were talking about Bobby Fields, who used to play with the Charlotte Hornets. He was a basketball player that played at Southern, that went to Charlotte. Unfortunately, he was in a car crash and he died. And I remember when they were interviewing his old college coach, Dr. Ben. I said Dr. Ben. I think about Dr. Ben from the historical part, but Coach Ben, and they was asking him what he thought about Bobby's basketball career, and his coach was saying, he was too smart to be a basketball player. Like he shouldn't. He said he was disappointed that he went to the NBA. He said he was so smart he could have done anything he wanted to in life, and he was saying how he was trying to get him not to go to the pros, and then how he would schedule games to go play Morehouse and go play Tuskegee, and before the games and stuff, he would actually take him on tours around the campus and stuff. He wanted him to actually walk on the same grounds as Dr. King walked on, that the same grounds that Dr. George Washington Carver and Booker T. Washington walked on. He wanted him to walk around those areas, hoping that would inspire him not to go play basketball. He said he was just too smart to be a basketball player. And I remember hearing that, and that stuck with me, where his coach was saying he had too much talent to waste it on just basketball. He said he could have done so much more for this whole society in this country, that he thought basketball was actually a waste of his talent. And now I see the same thing now that I'm older. I see so many of our youth who talents could be used so much greater, but we wasting it on just trying to get them into entertainment so they can make money. And I thought now that this COVID hit and everybody's now is getting pushed to virtual, and now the programming is for the kids and stuff is not gonna be like it used to be. It's gonna be hard to program these kids now, because now they know all I gotta do is do my work and I'm gone, and they moving off and they looking at other stuff. They're looking at the YouTubes. They're now finding our videos and stuff, and they're now asking these questions. I had a young girl asked me. She's in the 11th grade, going to the 12th. Asked me when can she come take the course, because that's what they want to do. Because now they're seeing that in the school system. Now it's gonna be hard to program people that this is what you got to do. You got to go to school, sit there 10, 12 hours a day, well, 8 hours. I don't know how long they sit there now, but sit there all day in class and do nothing, when you can actually say, I'd rather go virtual and I do my virtual learning and be done in an hour or two. Then now you got time where you can really actually learn. It's a group of guys out here now that I've been watching who actually are going out to other countries. They graduated from high school, and they're not going to college. They're going out to other countries. Sometimes sometimes for I guess it is the right reason when you 18, 19. No, they go out to look for girls and stuff. When you that age, yeah, I think that's good. So they're going out there doing that and being young men, and they're actually building up buildings and rehabbing stuff out there. And I think that right there is gonna put them a lot further along than anything that college would show them. Where they're out on another country, they learning the language, they're learning the culture, they're building stuff, they're investing, they're living on their own. Where then now they'll realize that, hey, you don't have to be a millionaire to live a comfortable life, and you don't have to live your life where every day you getting up going to work for somebody. Where you're not living life. All you're doing is just getting up, and you become like a robot. You get up, drive to work, stay at work all day, then drive all the way back home, go to sleep, and you don't have no life. And that's really what school is doing, preparing people to become workers, or to go into the military, where you have you do the same thing every day, and you don't really get to live life. And like I say, we're too smart now, especially for us as African Americans. We're too smart to still be begging for jobs and whatnot. And for this country as a whole, we're actually too smart to be locked down, scared to come outside like we are too. This is crazy. We too smart of a country for this. When they were snatching young men up, sending them out to Vietnam War during the draft, doing World War One, Two, Korea War. You know, you're going to die. It was a huge threat that you was going to die back then, but the government didn't care. Then they're snatching you up and telling you had to go there and put your life on the line to make this country better. But now they got everybody so scared. They got people even scared to come out the house. People locked in their houses like caves and stuff, scared to come out. And this country is too great to be going through what we're going through right now. And like I said, as African Americans, we're too smart to still be begging for jobs and stuff. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share something with you. Um, I was teaching a course on the appliance boot camp. I show people no, I show you how to start your own LLC. And we had younger guy, I'll say. He sat in with us yesterday, and this is what you do when you go fill out your. He sat in with us. He was an older man. I said a younger guy. But he was an older man. He wanted to know about how you start businesses and stuff. And I admire him and respect him for wanting to come. You know, in his later years, he nobody never showed him. He wanted to know how you do it. And we were talking afterwards about it. Uh, Here it is. To go start a business, and you're going to make so much more money than you would if you get going to get a job. To go start a business, here go to hey, for 2 pages that you have to put up, you have to fill out. It ain't but really about maybe 5 lines you have to write on here. You don't. If you look on the for your articles of organization for your LLC, there's no place on here asking where you went to school at. There's no, they don't ask you nothing about your education. There's no place on here to ask you what's your race. They don't have ask you if you black, white, or whatever. They don't care about that. There's no place on here ask have you been convicted of a felony. None of that stuff is on there. Matter of fact, there's no place where you can put your social security number. So they don't care if you got good credit or what you done. Right here, you can click this box right here and tell them you don't even want them to know where you live at. They don't even have to even know where you live at to start a business. And all you got to do, and the other thing right here, this is optional. If you have to list who the officers are within your business, you don't have to tell the government nothing. They don't care anything about this. They don't care anything. Take you 2 minutes to sit down and fill out your articles and corporation to start your business. Then once you start your business, remember, once you start your business, I tell you to get the 475 tax deductions for business and small and self-employed individuals. So now you can actually do like y'all cry about every year about somebody not paying taxes. Now you don't have to pay taxes. I show you how not to pay taxes anymore. So now you can take advantage of the tax code, not have to pay taxes anymore, and you get, and then after you get your LLC, $125, you get a free Social Security number, an EIN number that you use for your business, and you off and running. So now it don't matter if you just got out of jail or whatnot. Nobody cares about that. So I was gonna download the application. Let me stop here. I was gonna download the application for a fast food restaurant. But I'm gonna show you what came up when I got ready to go get the application. All right, let me show you what came up when I got ready to go get the application. If I can, if they'll let me pull it up to go get the application for a fast food restaurant. I don't think they're not gonna let me put it up. Well, anyway, I was gonna go get the application for a fast food restaurant, and the fast food restaurant. Let's see if that's it. That's that one. Nah, it won't. It won't. It won't let me pull it up. Well, the fast food restaurant that I was gonna go get just to fill out the application, they say it's gonna take 30 minutes just to fill out the application for a fast food restaurant. I said, I ain't got time to do that. Just so I could get it to show it to you. I wouldn't even take the time to fill it out. To go get a job for working in fast food, take you 30 minutes online to fill out an application. And they had like 4 sections. They had one section was work history, one section, education history, personal file, tax information, all that stuff they wanted to know. And here it is. You can go start your own business, LLC, take advantage of all of the tax benefits and stuff. And hey, for like three pieces of information you got, and the information you give them is just really just the name of the business you want. You don't have to tell them who you are. You don't have to give them your address. They don't ask for no social security number. Ain't no go pee in no cup. Ain't none of that stuff. Now, after you go get your business, some people have done this. They say, okay, I went ahead and got my register. Some people say they jump the gun and they say, well, I was just gonna go ahead and build a website and put my appliance repair business out there and see what happened. And they do it, and they start getting calls, and then they say, "Hey man, I need to back up because I ain't got my insurance. I haven't gotten anything yet," and you're already getting calls. So that's how easy it is to start a business. And like I say, because we're in the United States of America, you know, it's nothing holding you back from starting a business. You can start any business you want, and you can be in business right now if you decide you want to go in. All you have to do is just make the decision that you want to go into business. The hardest part that we have, in not just African Americans, but all of Americans is that we've been programmed that you have to go get permission and go to school before you do anything. And that right there is what kills people from actually starting businesses, because you never learn about starting businesses in school or anything, that you are afraid to take the plunge and go because you're thinking that it's gonna that it takes a lot of money. You're thinking that I don't know what you think now because like I said, it's been over 20 years since I've thought like an employee. I don't know what goes to people's minds now. Especially when you got somebody showing you how to do it. I still don't. I still saw all this weekend after all the money you guys post, after seeing you guys come to class, all that I still see people in on the Facebook where y'all have to still keep telling people it's good. Go ahead and go out there. I don't know what else goes through people's mind. Uh, when I started entrepreneurship, I got kicked out of work, so I got laid off or fired. Same thing, like I say, not getting a paycheck. So I got pushed off the boat. I had to swim. But if somebody was out there at that time doing what I'm doing, I'm almost positive I would have done it because, like I say, the brokest I ever been in my life was that time when I first got when I first got married as a single man, as an engineer, as a single man. I was able to live a little bit above paycheck to paycheck. That was it. I couldn't raise no family as no engineer. Uh, uh, but as a single man, I was okay. I done okay. And it could have been the fact maybe I thought at that time I thought like everything I thought it was I try to blame everybody, so I blamed it on the fact that I had to pay child support. I had a daughter before I got married, so I blamed that was the reason why I couldn't make it because I had to pay child support. And I think that's what a lot of men say. They can't make it because of child support. That was that's why it came to my mind. It was my daughter's mother fault that I was broke. But after I became started my own business and started doing appliance repair, I found out, man, I could do whatever I want. It wasn't it was child support any nothing could hurt me anymore when I became my own business owner. Cause let me show you something. If you don't know, as a business owner, you know people say they're gonna fine you or they're gonna tax. You can't tax a business owner. You can't fine or punish no business owner. Um, because what I would do if like child support. Let's just say this right here. Maybe I see if I can share a screen, a whiteboard. All right, with child support, I would just look and say, okay, um, if I was doing, let me close this out. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing five stops a day. If I can get this over here, I'm gonna be doing 5 stops a day, 5 days a week. That'll give me 25 stops. I'm gonna multiply that times 4, and that will give me 100. So I got 100. I got 100 service calls that I'm doing in a month. So I got 100 service calls I'm doing in a month. Of those 100 service calls, at that time, my service call fee 20 years ago, it was $65 is what I was charging. I was charging $65 for a service call fee. All right. So what I done, I say, okay, I got 100 service calls that I'm doing every month minimum, and at that point, my child support, I think it was my child support at that time was like $400 for it's like $400 or $500 at that time, before it went. No, it won't. I think, yeah, it was about $400 or $500. So if I got uh uh $100, 100 service calls, and they tell me that now I got a $400 child support bill. But then one time it went crazy up to $1,500, and that's how I learned how to. This was before I actually had started my LLC. I was a sole proprietor right here. And my child support at that time, based upon me being an engineer, was $400. Okay, so what's it called? I say, okay, I pay the $400 a month. With that, I said, well, all I need to do, instead of me charging $65, um, I could actually just add $4 to my service call fee. That make it $69. And at that time, that was enough to cover child support. But then also, I had to pay for health insurance. So that's why the child support was low, because I had to carry health insurance too. At that time, health insurance was pretty pretty cheap at that time for me and my whole family. It was less than $500 a month. So I said, okay, I'm gonna add another $5 to each service call fee for health insurance, and that got me up to right at about 74. And I made it even. I just made it even $75. So that even $75, that's what my new service call fee went to. I said, okay, I got to start charging $75 per service call fee, and then it didn't cost me anything. I said, oh, wow, okay, I don't have to pay anything now in child support. The customer is going to pay all this child support, and so that's how I got out of paying child support. Um, and then, like I say, if you get to a point where you got subs going in for you, then it get real easy, because then you can nobody can hurt you. So like right now, if with the subs, let me see here. Right now with the subs, um, we can do 15 stops a day times five. So that'll be 75 per week times four. That'll carry out 2 14. Was that 20 28? That's that new math that I'm using. So now I got 300 stops in a month. So 300 stops in a month, I can hide just about whatever I want to in there. If I look at the blue book, say like for instance, if I got something, if I wanted to get a Lamborghini, say if I wanted to get like a Lamborghini would cost you what maybe about maybe about $1,200 per month. I'm thinking somewhere around there. When I listen to Will Motivation, I think he paying about maybe $1,200 a month. I tell you what, let's make it a little higher. Let's make it a little higher. All right. Let's say if I wanted to buy me a Lamborghini, I wanted to floss on some people. I want to buy me. We're gonna say a $2,000 a month, $2,000 per month. All right. If I wanted to do that, I'll divide that by my service calls. So I divide that by my service call. That leave 200, 2,000 divided by 300. That would leave me about 6.6. So that we'll round that up to about $7. So that's about $7 that I need to add on each service call in order for me to make a $2,000 a month payment on Lamborghini. And would it hurt my family? So if I went to 85, I'm at $85 right now. If I add 7 dollars to it, that's only $92. I know. Listen to Mike Check. He don't went to 95, 99. I think Mike Check service call fee don't went to 90, $95. He ain't getting no pushback. And I've been at 85 for almost 10 years now, and they ain't give me no pushback. So I could raise it again. Just add $7. Or I could do it this way. Whenever I get something, say like it's a blue book. If I don't want to hide it on the service call fee, if I thought my customers would get mad at the service call fee, let me for a blue book to change out. We'll say one that I looked at today, the terminal block. To change out the terminal block on the actual range was 193. So I could go into my online blue book and I can just say add $7 to every cost. So now when they give a quote, they say it'd be $200. They'll still pay the $85 service fee, but I add the $7 on the back end of everything, so they won't see it. So that's what that's what you can do. And so that's why I said with a business you can do all of that. You can't do none of that if you got a job. If you got a job, you can't do none of that. And then on top of that, I can if I got my business, I can write it off. I can write it off and get the car for free. So it's not. I can say it's my business. I can say I need it for YouTube, and it's a channel car. And if you don't have a YouTube channel or YouTube business, you can do the same thing. You can call. You can actually go and just start a LLC for $125 and just say, hey, I need a YouTube. I'm going to start doing something on cars like Wheel Motivation and them do. Just say, hey, I'm starting a car YouTube channel. And I'm just gonna review cars, and you just go out and buy you exotic cars, and your business make appliance repair kicks off enough cash. If you got 3 or 4 subs, appliance repair kick you off enough cash where you got no money to do it, where you can say, okay, I can do it, and you can drive the cars that you want, write it off as a business expense, and you'll be okay. We got a caller coming in. 763, you're on. 763, you're on.
Hey, Mike, this is Ernest. What's
Hey,
going
what's
on?
going on, man?
You the man, putting all this knowledge out here for these people.
Thanks.
Yeah. There's no other way, man, but to be in business for yourself. 9 to 5, W-2, wage earner, trading hours for dollars all your life, and end up with a 401k that won't even take you past 5 years of existence. So,
Yeah.
for sure. I said to myself, I got to start calling in. I'm 52 years old, and I got to let the older crowd know that you can do this thing here, and I'm carrying a full-time job. So
I want to apologize to you because you one of the 52-year-olds who made me shut my mouth up too. I want to apologize. I don't want no smoke from no 52 for the 50 plus crowd, New York and these union states. I don't want no more smoke. Hey, I'm keeping my mouth closed.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes some of us 50 plus year old need a kick in the butt. Sometimes some of us do. Some are self motivating, some are not. But this is the business to be in. I've ran into other people in trade industries, and they're not making it. They're not making the money we're making in this type of business here. I just you basically almost writing your own check. You know what you want to make. And you just land the blueprint out just now, if you got some stuff that come up, you just add a few dollars here and there, and you cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to sweat it. You don't gotta go back and ask your employer for a dollar raise and have them turn you down.
No, none of that stuff is none of that stuff is done. If you like I say when I've done that many a times. When I was paying child support, I ain't pay no child support. I had subs. I just add a dollar to each one, each one of the things
Right.
I didn't pay. And then there's the other thing too. I tell that after you get off. I tell that after you get off.
Okay.
But
All right.
but you're doing great, man. I wanna applaud you too. You're doing very good.
Yeah, yeah. My main focus for me is trying to retire, and I'm going to move every dollar out of the appliance repair business over into real estate
Mm-hmm.
and create passive income. And
Mm-hmm.
I also thought about at one point maybe I don't want to stop appliance repair business because I said once I get the real estate I was going to stop,
Uh-huh.
but I'm thinking now I work half a year and I take the half a year off
Mm-hmm.
and live on my passive income from real estate half of the year and then live on the appliance repair business the other half of the year. So
Mm-hmm.
it keeps me busy, keeps me doing something, and um, just I mean I can, so why not? so you
Yeah.
know, so yeah, that's my plan for this business because I don't want it to turn into another good paying job that I can't quit. so, so I
Yeah.
got to put this money to work.
Yeah, the appliance repair it actually spoil you. Like I said, I haven't found any job that actually even compares to it. And like I say, now that people are actually seeing it, it's hard to get people to go back. It's gonna be hard to get people to go back to the way they were.
Yeah, it should be this economy, this whole COVID and all this stuff has exposed a
Hmm.
lot of things that are going on in society that is waking up a lot of people saying, "Hey, why am I doing this? Oh,
Hmm.
I could be doing something different." So yeah, I you know I said it once, said it again. I found you at the right time. I mean, like I said, I'm in the fourth quarter, but I got some points on the board. I got
There you
some
go.
points on the
You making
board.
the comeback. That's the way it go,
Yeah,
man.
for sure, for sure. Yeah. So I'm gonna go out shooting threes and win this game. But I just wanted to call in, man, because I know there's some older people out there that's wondering about can they do this thing and what have you. Does it really work? And I work a full-time job. I work 7 days a week. Have been doing that since May,
Hmm.
and I do 2 calls a day. And those 2 calls turn into 4 calls because you got to put parts on. So
Hmm.
yeah. So I average right now probably 8,000 a month. Is
Man,
what I'm averaging. Yeah,
that's a part time job, right at about $100,000.
exactly, exactly. And well, I don't know where you're gonna find that
Where you
at.
gonna find a full time job making
Exactly.
$100,000? How long do you have to go to school to learn how to do this?
I did this online. What was it? Through, uh, I did it back in February. Your online course.
Hmm.
Didn't go to the live course, so
Hmm.
I mean, I did it what the amount of 3 days I took to go
Hmm.
through all the material. Took me a month to put everything together as far as insurance and what have you, and then waited on American Home Shield. They kicked in May,
Hmm.
and I've been going since then. So
Wow, man, that's great.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
great.
So, but yeah, everybody listening out there, there's no reason to be sitting on the sideline still wondering. If you're gonna borrow any money for anything, borrow money to do this business. This is one business that will definitely pay itself back. You know, take a credit card, borrow from your mom or your uncle or whatever.
Uh-huh.
just get in the game. Get in the
Uh-huh.
game. All
That's
right,
good.
Mike. I'm not gonna hold you long. Hopefully, some other people are on
Yeah,
on
I
the
got
on the
something waiting in
line
the
waiting.
gate. Yeah, I got some waiting
Okay,
to get,
good,
so I'm gonna get them in.
good. But I'll see you at the celebration. Uh,
Okay.
uh, my business is gonna fly me first class. So
That's wonderful, man. That's wonderful.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
First class,
Okay.
5 star. All right, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Be looking to see. Be looking to see you.
for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Later.
Bye bye. 781, you're on. 781, you're on. 781, you're on. You're gonna have to unmute yourself. 781. Let's see if I can unmute him. Okay. 781, if you unmute yourself, you can come on. But I was gonna say too, yeah. One time because I started off as a sole proprietor when I first got into business. I didn't know anything about LLCs and whatnot. And and because I had made a lot of money on my working for myself, I went back to every couple of years you go back to child support. They're gonna ask for an increase and they're gonna do a review of your income and see it change. And because I was self-employed and I was bringing all that money in and showing it on my taxes, I was crazy because I thought I was happy to show people my tax return because it had a lot of it had me making a lot of money, and I thought that meant something good that you were showing people that that you making a lot of money. But what happened, I was paying a lot in taxes, and I thought that was good. I was saying I pay a lot in taxes because I make a lot of money. You know, you tell people how much
Oh,
money you make.
hello?
Hey, how you doing? Can you? I'm gonna put you on mute
Hey,
one
what's up?
second. I'll
Okay.
put you back on mute for 1 second. Oh, you can stay on and listen. I'm gonna finish this story, then I'll let you go. But I said I was gonna I wanted them to know that I was making a lot of money, so I was glad to pay a lot in taxes. But then when child support came back and done a review, they say he making all this money. It went from $400 a month to $1,500 a month, and that I was like, nah, I can't do that. So that's when I started looking, and that's when somebody told me I need to go ahead and register as an LLC and stop being a sole proprietor. And then they told me, no, once you register an LLC, child support and stuff can't come get your income because that's the business income. And they showed me then about the 5 banking accounts and all that stuff. And from there, child support. Now I was making a lot more money, but child support went down from 1,500 to then went down to like $25 a week or something like that, or $50 a month. It was something like that crazy, because I was making 4 times as much money, but I was protected by my business where I didn't have to pay no child support. No, but then the parent, the custodial parent, and I were able to come back on better terms and actually talk like adults after that. But it gave me a leg to stand on versus if you go down there with your check stub, you're in trouble. All right, 781. You on.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, it's Osai from Massachusetts.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Osai?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I just have a quick question. So I decided to get the scheduler to help me schedule because, I've been getting a lot of calls and appointments. But
Uh-huh.
so usually when I book these people, I book them by time. So it's like, 9 to 12, 12 to 3, et cetera, et cetera. Now,
Uh-huh.
let's say, I'm home and I come home, it's like 8 o'clock. I check my schedule for the night and I
Uh-huh.
see I'm booked for the next day, but I didn't speak to any of these people, about how I run my times. Now, how should I set my expectations with the customers? Like, what
Okay.
should I do?
How are they booking? They booking online or?
Yeah, let's say they go to my website, they book the slots because online it's by hour. You can't like book it off by like
Okay. So
by
what you
like
do?
10.
They choose 9 o'clock, but you call them in the morning and tell them you're gonna be there at 11.
Okay. So they don't get mad at you or anything when
No,
you
no.
do that?
I'm saying that's how you doing it now, or you saying how you want to do it?
No, how I want to do is like when they go to my site and they pick the slot, like because right now I'll call them and I'll say, okay, I could come out between 9 to 12, 12 to 3, 3 to 6, and I let them choose. Now let's say, I've been working all day. I come home and I see, somebody has booked for 10. Then I got another person who's there who booked for 11. Then let's say another person picked 12. Like, how would I manage that?
Okay. All right. So what you need to do You need to have your appointment quest. You need to have them choose a location. So, say for instance, if they live in North Boston, you'll say you on your appointment setup. You'll only set up where they can actually schedule Monday mornings in North Boston, and then you might give them an afternoon, Wednesday afternoon in North Boston, and then you might give them a
Oh,
Friday morning in North Boston. So that way you put them in clusters. So they'll actually start booking in those clusters instead of they coming in, they can get any day, and then you get what we call windshield time. You're trying to drive back and forth across the city. You want to only allow people
oh,
in the different areas to book inside that cluster.
oh, I see. So pretty much each schedule, I block up most of the day. But let's say I just want only customers for Boston to 9 to 12. I block up every time, but just keep those 3 times open for customers within that region.
Right, right. But
Oh,
you want to give them some mornings and you want to give them some afternoons to choose from. Because some people only available in the morning, some people can only be available in the afternoon. So you give them a couple of ones they can choose from. And because they actually going online and they actually picking their own time spots, you'll be surprised when people then it's not such an emergency. They'll book out 2 weeks out because they say I'm going to be off that day. Not and because they got to choose it, they actually choose it 2 weeks out. Now it's not an emergency. Versus if you call them, you tell them you can't get there till Friday, they mad. But if they
uh,
go online and they see that you might have something open 2 weeks from now when they off work, they don't have no problem scheduling for then. And what's going to happen the first week or two, you might have one or two holes in your spot. And also, this is very important. When somebody, make sure you can get to your online scheduler. If you don't have somebody in the office scheduling, make sure you able to get to your online scheduler from your cell phone. Because when somebody call you, you want to actually go right to your cell phone and put them into your schedule. You don't want to write nothing on no paper and say you're gonna put it in later. Because what's gonna happen by the time you get ready to go, somebody gonna put that spot, then you're gonna be double booked. Or you're gonna forget, and you're gonna be end up trying to squeeze them in because they're gonna call you. You told me you'll be here at 11. It's 11:30. I ain't seen nobody. You're gonna realize you didn't put it in. No, you got to make sure whenever somebody calls, you got to put them into that online scheduler, and that's how they get booked in. And once
mm,
you start doing that, after the first week or two, you might have one or two holes, but after that, you're gonna be booked out. You're gonna fill up.
uh,
That's what that comes from. Book yourself solid. I got a new sub that I brought on, and that new sub uh last week when he first came on, he told me that what he wanted. I gave him what he wanted. We're now booked 2 weeks out, and
wow.
he told me now, hey, I got too much work coming in now. Cut me off a couple of days. So I told him, okay, yeah, I can cut you back off. Give me a week, and I just go and I back the schedule back out. But yeah, it don't take long for it to get booked back for you to book it out. If you let
Uh,
people go in and choose their own times, you'll get random people on the internet calling you. I mean, going in and scheduling all that. So yeah, you be good.
yeah, I see. I see. And so then I would just use the call them out to like send out an automatic call, like so I could get the model number ready before I go out and all that.
Yeah, you can use call them all like to actually call them and whatever message you want. You can say if you please go take a picture of your model number, text it to this number with your address. That way we can make sure we have parts on hand when we come, and they'll do that. You tell them where the model number and stuff is located at. They'll take a picture, send it to you, text it to you, and from there you have everything that you need, and you just show
Oh,
up. And
okay.
if you use the online scheduler, they'll also email people like the day before, or you can have them email them an hour or two before. So now you don't have to be calling people, letting them know, like in the morning, oh, we got you scheduled, we'll be on the way out. You ain't got to do that anymore. The email, it'll automatically email them and update them. And the good thing
Okay.
too about it, you're gonna get to keep everybody email address. Because when people go online to schedule, they have to put an email address in. You got that email address. Now what you can do, you can start whenever things get to slowing down, or you want to get some money real quick, just take your email address and just make you a flyer for dryer vent cleaning. And actually then just send it out and say, hey, we running a special on dryer vent cleaning. A lot of times I like to do it in October. October is fire prevention month, and
Mhm.
schools and the television shows, the news, the fire departments all of them are telling you you need to clean your dryer vent, and everybody's saying that they're getting stuff from the school, from the kids cleaning the dryer vent. You send that email out, and you already got a working relationship with them. You'll be surprised as soon as you send that email out, people be going in scheduling to get the dryer vent clean.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. And also, I want to thank you again. Without your course, I don't know what situation I'd be in right now. You know, it's really it's gonna set the foundation for the next step I take in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful that you came out and decided to make that course. You know, so thank you for that, and thank you for the tip.
No problem. And thank you, man. Cause be honest, without people like you, especially people like you, the course wouldn't be what it is. Because what happened, it's easy for me to take somebody who has a very technical background and very mechanically inclined and an older guy, take them and turn them into a successful business owner. But for us, for the course to actually be able to take someone like yourself who had no mechanical training at all, had a very young guy, had never worked with tools and stuff before, and had never fixed anything like that before, to actually turn you now into a businessman. Where now it's not the appliance stuff that you're not worried about fixing the appliance. Now
Yeah,
you
that stuff
actually,
is easy.
you're right.
I
That's
can
easy.
fix
Now you're
anything
working on the
now.
business. Now you're working on
Yeah,
the business part. And just think, how old are you now? 24?
yeah. I'll be 25 in November.
Be 25 in November, and now you're getting business down pat. Just think where you're gonna be at 10 years from now, 35. 35, you'll be a millionaire.
Yeah, I'll be good. Sooner than that, Mike. Sooner than that.
Yeah, yeah, you will. You will. You will. You killing it, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
no problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Take care. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. If you don't know that young man, he came down here from out of Boston, up near the Boston area, and he had never repaired anything, had never fixed anything. He was one of the guys that he was one of the reasons I put together the actual hands, the tool and part where it actually teach you how to use your hand tools. We got a section now when you come in where I teach you how to use a pair of pliers, a screwdriver, and stuff like that. Because what happened when he was one of the guys that showed up, and I realized that he had never even used a ratchet or anything before. And I put that into place for him to the point now where he's saying, hey, fixing the appliance is easy. He's now working on his business game. So at 24, now where he has a stable income, he making good money, and now he's actually now out here and he's learning business. He's gonna be a threat when he in about 10 years. He's now learning business. Where do you think he's gonna be at in about 10 years when he knows business? And not only that, he's learning marketing, he's learning everything, how to allocate his funds. He's got delayed gratification, all that stuff. And next 10 years or so, he's gonna be a multi-millionaire in the next 10 years. All right, we're gonna read a little bit we got in the chat. I'm actually very tired. We had the online and my legs. I'm actually catching cramps in them, so I might stand up because what happened. I had the online. I had not the online. I had the hands-on live event. I had one young lady that works in the ice cream parlor. She got sick, so she was out. I also we got the schools just started back, so that makes the some of the young ladies that was working here, their schedules had to get changed a little bit. And then the guy that I hired to actually I showed him how to make I showed him how to make the flavors, and he was the one who actually kind of like the running the thing. He was like the older person there that I was had kind of opening and closing and stuff. Well, unfortunately, he got into a head-on car crash on Saturday afternoon, right after the hands-on live event. I went over because we were short-staffed to start with. I went over and so he could go take lunch. On his way to lunch, he got hit head-on in a car crash, and he's stable now. He's okay. He's back home, but he's whatchamacallit. He's gonna be out for a while. And so now I done lost all my workers that I had in the ice cream parlor. I'm almost down back to zero. So now I got to start back hiring. So I've been working double shifts. I've been doing the appliance boot camp, and then as soon as the appliance boot camp is over, I've been going in scooping ice cream. Today we were closed at the ice cream parlor, but I've been calling people, trying to got some interviews signed up for this week. But I'm now going back to rebuild my work staff over there, and I'm working double and triple duty. And this is a thing you do as an entrepreneur. It happens. I was a little bit. I admit it had me a little rattled because it's at the time where the ice cream starts to slow down a little bit. And my thing was, okay, these other people leaving. We had one girl, like I said, is sick, so she's on reduced hours. And I got the school coming up. I said it's okay because we're going into fall and winter. The sales will slow down, and once it start getting dark a little earlier, I was going to turn the hours back anyway. And I said we okay. But now after I lost him, I got now make some changes and go back and hire people real quick to get going so I don't have to go out there and be working every day. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna read just a little bit and then I'm getting out. So I'm not taking any more phone calls tonight. I'm gonna read a little bit of these. Also, I want to be mindful of the young lady who came here this weekend. She said I need to be mindful of people time. I say an hour. I need to get off in an hour. She said her husband be watching and she want to talk to her husband, and I keep talking and going. And she said I can't be doing that no more. So I'm gonna make sure that I be mindful of her time so I can get her where she can talk to her husband. So I'm gonna get off in a mindful in a decent time. All right, hey, we've got DCNF in here. All right. The class was great, man. It was a great class. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna spot read some of these to get them out. And like I say, everybody in here networking. Hey, how you doing, Greg B? DK from the Rockies. All right. Hey, how you doing, Artec? Good to meet you this weekend, man. He's killing it. Way to go. You got Diligent Appliance Repair here too. Hey, how you doing? All right. Brew Fitness, what's up, ABC fam? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all the government care about. Diligent applies. If you are productive, they'll leave you alone. They'll leave you alone. They'll leave you alone. Yeah, it takes 30 minutes to fill out an application to get a job at both. That's just to fill out the application. I said, nah, I ain't doing that. Oh wow, okay. Triple R Appliance say it's 30 minutes to fill out the application. Then you have to take a drug test, let them check your credit, do a background check, all that while take a CPL weeks to complete only for a few dollars. There, show that's the truth. Okay. Uh, yeah, pass the cost to the customer. You can't tax me. Can't tax me. Let's see. CC Appliance is charging flat rate for COD better than hourly. Yeah, because hourly you're not going to be there long. The better you get, the quicker you're going to go. So it's not fair to you because the better you get at doing appliance repair, the shorter time you're going to be there. So that's not fair to you. Also, the less you know about appliance repair, the more time it's going to take you to be there. And it's not fair to the customer because then you get the customer want to get the best person working on their stuff because they want you to be there a long time. So that's why you do a flat rate blue book. That way you charging everybody the same thing. It's fair to you and it's fair to the customer. It's fair to the techs because if the techs can go there and get it done quicker, they can make more money. Same thing. If you can go there and get it done quicker, you can make more money. If some tech takes longer, where they have to go back and they might be there an hour, 2 hours fixing it, they get it fixed. It's not costing the customer anymore. Okay. All right, MacArthur Moore. Question, Mike. I just got the online course. How long do I have to go through it? You got the rest of your life to go through it. You got lifetime membership. It doesn't cut off. But if you, I would run and get it as fast as you can and get out there and get to working. I wouldn't mess around. Just go ahead and get out there and get to working. All right. Norfolk Appliance Repair. What's up, Mike? Hey, how you doing? All right. Uh, sound like you got a problem with Windows reps at AHS. I had the same thing for a while, and I went on. I put them on hold, and I came off hold to actually try to get some of these compressor jobs, and we it's so much work out here that I can't do the compressor jobs because it's so much work to the point where I'm going to tell them just put us back on hold because my sub that came back with me, he told me now, he said it's too much right now. I think what happened, he just wanted three, and I was giving him three. Then he said go ahead and bump it up, and I said you sure? And I bumped it up, and today he'd been having six, and he got six the rest of the week, and now he said now cut it back. So I'm just gonna go back on hold because if he leaves, I'm not gonna be doing no third party warranty out here in Clayton. He just does my Clayton area. If he leaves, I'm just gonna be doing CODs, and I don't want him to leave. And then I got to jump in the van doing 5 and 6 stops. If he leaves, I just want enough for content to put on the show. That's it. DCNF. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it happens. It happens, and sometimes you have to put them on hold so they can get some act right. All right. Apex 72. What's a decent insurance company to go with? I don't know. I don't think insurance company can cross state lines. I don't think. I normally tell people look for a small independent insurance company in your neighborhood. That way they can shop you across to everybody versus going to like a nationwide or state farm where they can only send you your stuff. Okay. Um, is your LLC a S corp? I'm not a sole proprietor, so and a S corp. Y'all asked me that question one time before. I think now when you with us with the state of North Carolina, we don't have that question. And you want to go as an S corp? I know if y'all told me when you go get your EIN, they ask you do you want to be treated as an S corp or sole proprietor. But I don't know. I ain't started one where they asked me that. I'm just an LLC. My electrical company was an S corp, and with the S corp, like I was telling them this weekend, the S corp you're gonna have to do a whole nother tax return with your S corp. So your S corp you're gonna have to pay you got to file a separate tax return, and you're gonna have to issue out stock. Versus my LLC is just a line item on my tax return. I don't have to do a separate one for that. I don't have to pay the accountant anything separate for my LLC. And the only reason I done my S corp that way, because I didn't know, and that's when, when I was going through when I done my electrical company that way. I did not know all the stuff about LLCs and S corp. If I knew what I knew now, it'd be an LLC. I didn't know. I just knew I needed to get out of child support, and they told me to do an S corp, and that's what I done. But I could have easily done an LLC. Everything I do now is are LLCs. Decent enough. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hey, how you doing, Miss Ward? All right. Yeah. Also, if you use an appointment quest, you can block them off. You can say, okay, you can go 8 to 12, and you can tell how you have group scheduling. You can say from 8 to 12, and you can actually have up to 3 people that can schedule between 8 and 12. You can do it that way too. But I like to give the people the actual. I give them the actual times because what I want, I just want. We're not giving the subs. I want the subs to actually know where they're going, and I want them to. I want the customer to know what time they're going. I used to do that where I used to put it in blocks. With me, it wasn't that bad at first, but then that requires me to make an extra phone call every morning. Because now, not an extra phone call. If you got six stops, you got to make 6 phone calls and tell people either the night before or the morning of, and tell them what time they're going to be there. And if you tell them you're going to call at 8 and let them know, 6:30, they calling you saying I'm getting ready to go to work. I need to know so I can plan my day. I just got tired of that. I said no. When they schedule, they know what time they coming. They're gonna get an email telling them what time I'm coming. That's the time they're gonna be there. I don't have to call them. They don't have to call me. I only call them one time, and that's when we on the way there. 30 minutes away, we call them, tell them if they got any dogs, anything, they need to put them up, and if they got like gate codes and stuff. But if you let them do it in a set time, they're gonna be calling you all day. What time you coming? When you coming? So I don't prefer the blocks because everybody want to be first and nobody want to be last in the morning. And in the afternoon, everybody want to be last and nobody wants to be first in the afternoon. Oh, what's up, DCNF? He got his first contract out, man. That's good. Congrats, congrats. All right, that's good, man. Congratulations. WAJWS. Hey, ain't seen you in a while, man. All right, they got networking going on. Okay. Yeah. Girly girl, that's never base your price upon what other people are charging because they might not know why they charging that. They just say I'm gonna charge $50. So never compete on price. All right, they got some networking going on. Yeah, I had a lady come into the ice cream parlor and she asked me that. She said, "How much can I buy one cone of ice cream and one scoop? How much is that? $7 for one scoop? Yeah, $7 for a waffle cone, ice cream." Even if I get one scoop, even if you get one scoop. And she said, "You must think you in Raleigh charging those prices. Hey, that's how much we charge." No. So, but she ended up buying a $2 cup of ice cream. So she got the kids cup, which is fine. That's no problem. That's the ice cream she want. But with that, like I was telling you earlier, that wouldn't necessarily be your customer. You don't change your prices because they can't afford the product that you're giving. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be the company that I wouldn't be the ice cream company that she would want to go to. If she wants to get something cheap, she will go down to McDonald's and pay 99 cents for a Sunday, and then hurry up and hope that she can make it back home before her stomach mess up. That's what she would do. But if somebody want a good quality ice cream, homemade, locally, and helping local. Not only are you buying something fresh and good that's been made, you also are helping the local economy and stuff. So if you're looking at those things, you're not so much caring about the price. Diligent appliance repair. My wife said you are twisting her words, Mike. No, no, I didn't. She told me I need to get off because I keep talking too much, and she need to talk to you. And I told her, I said, I am. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna get off and respect your time. She said, I see you looking at and she knew it too. She said, sometimes I see you looking at the phone. I know your wife calling, telling you to come home. I said, you telling the truth. So my wife had called, told me to come get on the phone, come home now. So I'm getting ready to get off. But I tell her I enjoyed meeting and talking with her and you. But yeah, she told me that I need to respect people's time and stay within my time range. So it's 9:04. I want to thank everybody for actually tuning in today. Like I said, the education system got exposed just like I got exposed. These kids not going back. These kids not going back sitting in class. They gonna figure out in an hour or two I can do my work. And I ain't got my daughter told me I ain't got to wake up early. I can do my work. And they already they talking about we don't get to see nobody. My daughters and them they chat all day long the way they doing it now on the phone. They don't necessarily go to each other's house. They have these group chats all day long. The way they communicate. So right now they comfortable. They happy. It's the teachers that's in the administration that's having to go. And believe it or not, these teachers and stuff. you better get ready. And administrators, you better get ready because pretty soon they're gonna realize they don't have to have as many teachers, they don't have to have as many schools, they don't have to have as many principals. All that stuff gonna is gonna get cut because they're gonna realize, hey, we don't need it. You can have this one person create this, put this video out here like we do with Appliance Boot Camp. Put that video out there, and that video can keep running and running and teaching everybody, and you don't have to have no teachers complaining and stuff anymore. You don't have to have to deal with the NCAA and all that stuff anymore. And it's coming, because like I say, I realized that here in Appliance Boot Camp, I realized that I was thinking I had to have a huge building because I thought I had to have enough room to get people in here to teach enough people to actually I thought I was gonna make my money by getting a larger room and getting more people in here, versus where I'm at now, where I'm pushing more people online, and the online is causing me to actually make the online better, and the online is working. The online is working well. And so now I don't have to have as much room, and I don't have to have as many students. The amount that we had here this weekend was perfect. It was perfect where everybody got enough time to do everything. It went fast. We was able to do more appliances. We was able to sit down and troubleshoot stuff today. I had stuff. I started how customer drop stuff off, and we sat down and troubleshoot it and fix stuff. So yeah, so this right here, this where we at now, this is a good fix, and the school system is going to find the same thing out. We don't need to have all these people, and this is better to do it virtually, and people can learn at their own pace. And if they got problems, then you can come reach out to me. All right. Once again, I want to thank everybody for actually tuning in. And I think that no, thought that was phone man. I'm gonna thank everybody for tuning in. I'll be back on Thursday. And I can't wait to meet y'all this weekend for the ones coming to Appliance Boot Camp. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later. And Diligent Appliance Repair LLC. Tell your wife I'm 907. I'm good. All right. Bye bye.